Hello guys, welcome to our channel, The Collector's Hub. In the last episode, Estelle met a sculpture artist named Matiora who builds statue around the valley. She even helped her create a new sculpture that represent the valley. She also come across few stone carving that represent some gods, where she pray and meet her mother in dream. She asked her mother and her villager to create the pendant for themselves for the changing season. If you like this series, and would like us to create more video like this, give this video a like and subscribe to our channel, thank you.
This god put me to sleep. I got to talk to my mom. Sleep is the shadow life that connects us all. It gives a cycle to our days, a reset, a reflection, remembering and forgetting at the same time. Then it was my first time being in a car as it was being cleaned, moving through a tunnel like being in the mouth of a whale. The prayer gave me a memory that isn't mine, but it feels like mine now. It seems like it came from the golden season. I've been given so many memories here. I hope I'm able to pass them on through this journal. Should we take comfort knowing the god of forgetting will also be obliterated by time? Might as well. Thank you, Tide, for letting me hear my mom's voice again. There is a subtle but pronounced smell coming from beyond these gates. Fruit and incense.
I've always prayed when I needed something, but now I just want to thank you. The calm you brought over the world. I'm in love with this silence. This moment. We're going to live. And we're going to remember.
I can hear the relief in their voice. This must be after the end of the season of war. That didn't seem to work. Once feels like more than enough.
I've always prayed when I needed something. But now I just want to thank you. The calm you brought over the world. I'm in love with this silence. This moment. We're going to live. And we're going to remember.
It's weird to have a favorite god, but it would be the god of sleep for everyone here. He gave us this calm season.
God of sleep, I've been gathering harpic, and I've been gathering courage. If my big prayer is wrong, if it goes against divine will, please spare the people of this valley. We're so desperate for peace.
That must be Sonia. I've never heard her voice before. Oh, I know where this is. It always cracks me up how beautiful her house is. Right next to these waterfalls. And she's still so grumpy most of the time.
Sometimes recording, I feel like a vulture, feasting on a melancholic corpse. Never mind, forget this. void. I prayed to the god of forgetting. I prayed to the void to take a memory from me. There was a moment of hesitation between my pendant and the god. Did I really want this? If I did, my pendant would allow it. This god is not to be played around with. Our memories define us. I thought of my mom, who lost so much to protect me.
I wish I could show you, but maybe you could show me, and I'll rummage around in my mind for any gems. I am sure the monk is still in there. He will not leave the valley. He will not do anything. He will not even pray. Our last monk did too much. This one. My last commission work. A misguided memorial. I made these dogs of war and spread them out around the valley, like the soldiers used to be. But the war didn't need a statue. We have the soldiers themselves, frozen in time. Dig it up or leave it in the ground. Either way, Harpic will make itself known, make its presence felt. Is it the source of all strange happenings, all mind wanderings? Of our religion itself? Maybe it would decay on its own in a million seasons, but some are not so patient. Some would rather this magic just be gone. Leave us in peace. Dig it up or leave it in the ground. Either make it. Is it this of our maybe it some would leave us in peace. The most powerful god of all, the god of sleep. Sleep. When we remember and forget together. When we toss out what needs to be in the garbage. When we gild memories worth keeping. I've learned more from my dreams than you may pray or not, but you will sleep. You will, or you will die. How could this, the true religion, make itself more clear to you? Silent writers, have you ever written words on your poet? These old values are particularly unknown now. God of memory, the cruelest of all. Oh, you'll understand one day. The mercy of sleep, the mercy of forgetting. But memory has no mercy. This is Ching Valley at its best. Someone must have been walking through the cemetery one day and spotted some ancient graves, no flowers, unkept, and thought, what about these people? Not remembered. Not forgotten either. So the ceremony of the random dead was born. The monks extract some memories from someone, try to sketch their life in an evening. What would otherwise be lost? Millions of people live and die just beyond our peripheral vision. A random arm is slung along your shoulder. You make a friend, they'll never know you. Where was I? Not accustomed to talking this much. I like it. Silent writer, have you poet throw out these old values are particularly unknown now. That's the new cemetery, if you can believe it. We sold them. The prismatic grounds needed bodies to study. I don't have any particular feeling about that. That's the new cemetery. I don't have any particular feeling about that. My last commission, I made this, but we have the soldiers themselves, frozen in time. Ching Valley purple, seductive, harmful, psychic, tumble. When you think of the past, where is it? Is the past behind you? Is it above? Is it under your feet? I wear it like an old coat. Critters of the valley, don't worry about the animals. They'll leave before the flood. Won't they? Yes. Oh, that poor man. Look at his madness. That our mind can hold the past, present, future, dreams, visions, everything together. That is the miracle of being alive. But a miracle is delicate. He should have left it alone. But he wanted to know. He dug deep. He burst his brain. Yes, the water coming, the flood, the dam. I'm tired of it. What is natural? What is man-made? The dam created this valley. Of course we caused the flood. Over and over, we never learn. Dear widow, haunted child, departed soul, they've been through too much. And when I wander their fields at night, tasting the fruit, it was the only place in the valley with life up until the end. The boy brings me a look. I read his palm again and again. Dear widow, haunted child, and when was boy brings me a look, I read his palm again and again. When the war came to the valley, everyone said, "This is not our war." Even as it reshaped our lives, as friends and family were killed in the night. This is not our war. Our resistance was slow, unintuitive. Oh, the gray hands. As soon as I saw someone wearing a uniform, I knew this season was almost over. Uniforms, groups, flags. Oh, any social organization at all. That's what we've been lacking. Everyone is alone with their little life, their little grief, their own tragedy. I spared you mine. I'll root for the gray hands, why not? They offered to work on my teeth. I said no. I'm too old to have perfect shining teeth. It would scare away children and small animals. Dig it up or leave it in the ground. Either way, our pick will make it. Is it the sort of our... Maybe it's some leave us in peace. Dig it up or leave it in the... Either make it... Is it the of our... Maybe it's some leave us in peace. My dear neighbors, they left without a word to anyone. Did they go find a rock to sit on in the radiant city? Will they waste away in the empty spaces of heaven? Poor cows, rich cows, and pleasures of the golden season, like the farm's ice cream, make me feel empty now. I'll have to haul myself over there tonight. Break my vow never to be moved around by a combustion engine. I'm too old to keep a promise. I hope I'll see you there. You need to escape this flood too. You need to flee this valley, running headlong into the arms of another season. I heard so many opinions about what life would be like in this new city, but nobody really knows what it will be like. The gray hands don't know. They don't even know their own name. It's to be built, to be lived, to be made by us. I know a blank canvas when I see one. This is Cheng Valley at its... Someone must have been walking through the inns. What not so the tried. What would million rent you make of... Or what not? I like it. Yes, the water coming, the flood. What is the dam? Of course we caused the flood. Over and over. We never learned. The golden season was like a cup filling up with marvelous drinks. Keep pouring, yes, more, more. But one day, it suddenly overflowed, and war came. I can feel the warmth coming. This is just how you won't be able to get rid of me. I can feel the plate. This is just how you won't be able to get rid of me. Oh, the greatest sign any that ever I saw me off. I said to would scare away children and small animals. Well, usually when the sun is down, the gate will open.
I've always prayed when I needed something.
We have Dr. Fumio's cures to negotiate with the exigencies of life as a conscious being. Here they have a religion. The form changes, our needs remain the same. This shrine is where it all began. I wonder if there are still monks in there. It'll open at night. I knew once I went into the shrine, my time to explore the valley was over. In the heart of the shrine, the void sits alone. It has wheels, but it looks like a house. We learned about this box in school. People looked at it instead of talking to their neighbors.
Ah, who are you? What are you doing here? I hope this isn't your first day on the job. There isn't much season left to record. What's that? Around your neck? That's a pendant. You're wearing a pendant. My God, I've read about those. A pendant, a burner, 5 memories, one for each sense. Who did you make the pendant with? And who lost the memories, you or her? I see. And what was something you burned? You burned a photo of your parents and a memory. Interesting ritual. Similar to what we do here, but different. Yeah, why do I? Your mind will make it into the next season intact. You're protected by 5 senses, 5 lost memories. What about everyone else? You ever think about that? Why would you? Well, I don't need one. I'll be right here until the flood takes me. I told you I read about them. Look at you, protected. The rest of the world is not so lucky. Me, the people you've met on your way here, nobody else is protected. You think everyone makes it into a new season intact? Tell that to the boys face down in the parking lot. You know things are about to change. I can tell. A collective pendant. To protect a group instead of one person. You're welcome to try. My memories are all over the shrine. You can have them, destroy them, whatever you want. Asking an old monk to invent a new ritual. Let me die in peace. That fruit is an acquired taste, but go ahead, taste it for your... What did you call it? Collective pendant? Do you like the taste? It takes time. Ah, something about stealing fruit. Being young, stealing fruit, something like that. Is that enough of a memory? I guess I won't forget it now. I'll forget it when the flood comes. remember seeing lights like these in the forest one night. It was Manches, the famous singer. The only time I ever got to see him sing. But my eyes were on the crowd. Seeing their faces in electric light, the joy of it. I grew up in a time when we thought our lives could be connected by electricity. How could we hate each other when we all love the same person? A brief, beautiful delusion that the world was knitting itself together. He dies, the war starts, a season ends. And I tell you already, hope is the most painful thing in the world.
An old monk surrounded by his memories. Is this a shrine to a god? Or is it a shrine to his past?
That swell old prayer leaves. The woman who took care of me taught me to pray with this incense burning. I wanted to learn, but when we kneeled down together, her being so close to me and the smell, I couldn't focus. She'd get angry, but I'd just get more lost. I asked her, which direction is God facing? She said, every direction. I said, so can I pray to change the past? And she said, of course. We change the past every time we remember it. I was so happy in that moment to have been found by her. I could have been found by anybody, or by nobody. That's 5. 5 memories, 5 senses. My name is Easel. I was the last monk of Tiang Valley. I never finished my exams to be a monk, but I'm the only one left. I took becoming a monk for granted because I grew up around them. If you're including a ruin like me, you must be serious about recording this season. What will you write about me? That's true, but I was once a scared little boy. I was orphaned by the war. The monks found me on the coast, wandering alone, shell-shocked. Sonia, the head monk, took care of me. I saw things I shouldn't have. She helped me erase those memories. If I had any memories of my family, I lost them too. But at least I didn't wake up screaming anymore. I was so afraid of accidentally calling her Mom. She was the head monk. Even before she ended the war, Sonia was an imposing figure. I slept, I forgot, and I grew. The soldiers came to the valley. Sonia hated the war for taking my family like it took so many others. The most powerful prayers are always made out of desperation. She figured out how to amplify our sleep prayer. A prayer that could end a season. No one had ever done anything like that. She sent me to the coast to turn on the light posts, to signal that the season would end soon. I used to go to the light posts alone, just to dream about another season, to dream about being born in another season, to die in another season, to imagine a life where I wasn't afraid to have hope. I'd like you to have one of these photos, to carry it with you to wherever you're going. These lights out on the coast, it's a solemn task to turn them on. And it's not too late. They've shut off the power. Won't be long now. Imagine the waves rolling in here. The water is so deep that light won't reach us. I should pray one last time. We should both pray. Right now. Your pendant. The sacrifice your mother made to keep you safe. It might be possible to pass on this blessing, to divide its power among the people you've met on your journey, to shepherd them into the next season. For a truly strong player, we would need to use up the power of your pendant. I'm not sure it would work. It's never been done before. But I know it would weaken your pendant. In that case, nobody would be protected. Before you light the candle, I want you to think hard about if you want to do this. Do you want to pass on this blessing and leave yourself vulnerable? Or will you continue your role as a vessel of memory?
They were kind to me. They're already losing so much. Change is not always bad. They will be reborn in another season. I promised her I wouldn't do anything to my pendant. That was why she let me go. She told me I had to remember everything. That it was my role. I need to be sure someone will remember this season. There needs to be at least one witness. Someone to carry this season into the future. That is what I set out to do.
I feel the choice, don't speak it aloud, no need. It puts my mind at ease knowing you will be safe. You'll witness much more across seasons. We will leave it to the gods. We sink these words into the fragile earth to accompany lost souls. Listen to the record of our lives spinning and the old woman tapping her foot to the music. Taste the fruit we stole from the orchard and pretend to love the taste until you truly do. Feel the fabric of a lost doll. Smell the incense of an old evening sun, the caretaker prayer, the scent of the woods and the wedding tree. Turn your eyes to the colored lights. The faces in the crowd are the faces of your children. We offer this prayer on behalf of our companions. Let them find themselves with senses warm and ready for the life of the season to come. You have the sounds of the moment. The moment is already past. We've done all we can. I need to take you out of this place. It can't end here. Let's go.
I never saw him that way. I was there. I saw it. Firsthand.
The true end of the Tiang Valley was not the flood coming. It was when these people would go their separate ways. At the last possible moment, I saw them as a community. No matter what happens, I will carry the memory of these people into the next season. The Grey Hand arrived. He had what he called passports for everyone. He said they were supposed to have a photo, but that his camera was broken and he wanted to use mine. I saw in these little papers the beginning of a new world. He asked me if I could help him. I had only one moment to decide. I said, yes. The Grey Hand thanked me. He gave me a pin and told me their new name would be Floral Path. The monk said he felt like driving all night.
Listen closely. The road behind you leads to the coast. There's an old warning system on the beach, an emergency light that can be seen from the other side of the ocean. You can warn the rest of the world about the change of season. All you have to do is turn it on. It was built to survive anything. I'm sure it still works. Do you understand? Of course.
Easel lives.
I've been thinking about that all night. I have this idea to turn my van into a shrine. For every sermon I preach, I'll listen to 10. And you will remember everything. You will survive everything. Rest transparent in the spirit that gives you rise. Farewell.
The sound is so forlorn, trying to speak to the ocean. grew up on a watery republic. The ship was commandeered during the war. The motto of this watery republic was, "It is possible to have a good time." I hope they did, while it lasted. On the beach, I move through the wreckage of an old season, and a way to warn the world about the arrival of the next. The cycle will continue. I hope I played my role well. My dad snored real loud, with a kind of pride about it, somehow. One time it was so bad, Mom made him sleep in the plaza.
Hello. I love you. Ice cream. No problems. What this do? Hmm? You turn them on? Aha! I think wrong. It's not for sport. My village. I draw the life. You see? You? Safe village. So. Ah, tree. Beautiful tree. I have tree. It's weird, no? I have weird. Public lizard. For everyone. No. Haha. I say I live home. My mother no cry goodbye. Your mother? Ah, strong mom. Morning I leave. I go far, far. Alone. Long time. I leave home. Why not? Why not? Same. Look at crab now. I see. I like it. I draw. What you like? Uh-huh. Sound. To play sound. You play sound.
I heard a lot of music on my trip, but never saw anybody playing it. Just instruments, recordings, echoes.
Good. Here? 3 days together. Friend now. Sad that I go. Now, here, together. We are same.
The lights sent out a warning to the other side of the world. I wondered if anyone was watching. I wondered if anyone remembers what it means. This season is over. My new friend is sailing home in the morning. I've decided to go with him. I feel so scared and so relieved at the same time. I can't think straight. Before sailing into the unknown, I checked in on my journal, my letter to the future.
The memory I'll lose is the one we're forming right now. I want you to have it forever. We're standing here. You're having a last taste of home. Now you're protected by lost memories.
In the light, in the pattern of the surface of the water, I felt the god of forgetting wrap their arms around me. A wave of amnesia. But when they opened their mouth, I heard my mother's voice instead. I step into the next season with my mind intact. But what about everyone else? The masses of the world without a pendant, without their mother's voice in their ear. I read through my journal, knowing it might be the only record left of their lives, of this departed season. I have to remember for everyone. It was a season to collect and to let go, to sort through dreams, visions, and memories, all of which may have just been washed away. I don't know what might have been gained by this. I can only show you what was lost. This is part of the history of our world. I discovered the Greyhands planned to remove the haunted quality of the season with a prayer. That prayer must have been for people to forget, to erase some of the world's memory. I hope what I recorded in my journal helps you cut through the fog of amnesia, to understand how the season changed. I'll continue taking measure of the world, even if I never make it to a palace of art and memory. No matter where you're reading this, I offer you my journal and the lives inside it. If anything in here escapes from the page into the world, let it be one sentence. Just a few words you heard from a traveler on a bicycle, when at the end of the evening, she turned to you and said, "It is not too late."
How to leave home for my daughter. Find a sacred square of earth. Lay down so you have the dirt at your back. Close your eyes. Close everything. Do you see for yourself? You see for the dead, for the unborn. Do you listen for yourself? You listen for the dead, for the unborn. Your ancestors are in that dirt. All the living and all the dead are holding you up. Now, stand. They're still there, aren't they? It's time to move, to entangle yourself everywhere with everyone. So the next time you lay down in the dirt, you will have so much more to tell them.
blinding light, and a strange pattern disappeared off the surface of the water. My mind emptied out. But then my senses came alive. I smelled the ocean air, felt the boat rocking, heard the waves rolling, saw someone else was with me. I detected the world for the first time. I was overwhelmed by its beauty and a feeling of possibility. Then I found this journal and I read carefully through each page. It says, "Here is my home, my mom, my friends." I didn't recognize any of them, and the loss hit me. I became aware of a massive absence. And I realized that if it wasn't for this journal, I wouldn't even know I lost anything at all. These pages are a little bridge between us and the world that just disappeared. And I put them together, so that must be who I am. Someone who left their home to take measure of the world before it changed. Here's a record of the people I met along the way, moments from their lives at the end of this era. I discovered that a group called the Grey Hands planned to remove the haunted quality of the season with a prayer. So they must have prayed for us to forget, to erase some of the world's memory. I hope what I recorded in my journal helps you cut through the fog of amnesia, the same way it helped me remember who I am. I'll continue taking measure of the world, even if I never make it to a palace of art and memory. No matter where you're reading this, I offer you my journal and the lives inside it. If anything in here escapes from the page into the world, let it be one sentence. Just a few words you heard from a traveler on a bicycle. When at the end of the evening, she turned to you and said, "It is not too late."
How to leave home. For my daughter. Find a sacred square of earth. Lay down so you have the dirt at your back. Close your eyes. Close everything. Do you see for yourself? You see for the dead, for the unborn. Do you listen for yourself? You listen for the dead, for the unborn. Your ancestors are in that dirt. All the living and all the dead are holding you up. Now stand. They're still there, aren't they? It's time to move. To entangle yourself everywhere with everyone. So the next time you lay down in the dirt, you will have so much more to tell them.